They leave us to die like dogs.
Hey, give me a little something, you cheapskate. That's it. That's it.
Some people went crazy. They attacked our police carriage and stole the horse which was pulling it to eat it. Go home. It's dangerous here. You shouldn't stay here, sir. There was a violent riot. It could start again at any time.
You got a pretty penny or some bread?
Well, here it is. Looks like a boarding house. I can't knock on all the doors. Holmes will hear me and escape. As I've the advantage of surprise, I'd better use it.
Oh, but I know you. You with the moustache. I met you back when Jack was cutting up all those girls around here. So you've come back to do some slumming.
Danny, you are no longer, I mean, you've given up the...
The game? Yes, my dear, I've given it up. Sorry, I'm the manager of this boarding house now. I rent out rooms.
That is exactly why I am here. I'm looking for someone who...
He's not here.
You don't even know who I'm talking about.
Perhaps not, but he's not here anyway. You should understand that my tenants come here for peace and quiet. Quiet and discreet, my hotel is. Just like me. And I, Danny the Anvil, 11 times champion of male wrestling in Whitechapel, I guarantee their peace and quiet.
I really must insist. It's very important.
決勝進出の9選手のインタビューをご覧いただきました。今現在の人気は3番の中野選手からマーク4番手の瓜生選手へ、3番4番が 9.3 倍、3番1番 10.3 倍、3番5番が 11.2 倍と続いていきます。それでは決勝戦選手紹介の並びを見ていきます。では山田さんお願いいたします。はい、ここ前から2番8番です。地元でですね、2番の山口選手と8番の馬選手、そして3、4、
Mrs. Anvil, I work for the government in the hygiene department, and your establishment...
Tough luck, Ducky. I make my own law here.
I warn you, if you don't let me in, I will come back with the police. Think about it.
You're a grass as well. Cross this door and I'll knock your head off. Then we'll see whose side you're on.
ここは3番車の中野真司選手、人気を集めています。3番、4番は 9.3 倍、3、1、10.2 倍と続いております。
You know that I'm a doctor, and that is why I'm here. I'm looking for one of your tenants, a workman. He's suffering from a rare form of tooth loss syndrome, an illness he contracted from the lead steam in the factory where he works.
Tooth, what's it?
Tooth loss syndrome, a very rare pathology.
A path of what?
Well, an illness that weakens the gums and causes the teeth to fall out.
And you're here to put his teeth back in?
No, of course not. May I come in? I must examine him.
Fiddlesticks. I haven't seen any of my lodgers ill. I don't believe you.
You don't understand. His condition is extremely contagious. I must take him away with me.
Yeah. And if he croaks, who'll pay for his room? He owes me for the month, see? So don't give me all that, or else you'll lose your teeth without being ill.
I haven't got much money with me, but I can give you what I have. As an advance, of course, and the rest.
The rest? Do you think I'm the Queen or something? Get lost.
I'm looking for one of your tenants. I'll give you something for your trouble, of course.
All right, get your wallet out.
I haven't got much money with me, but I can give you what I have. As an advance, of course, and the rest.
The rest?
Dear lady, I'm a biographer and also an artist. Your hotel is quite exceptional. I would like to put it on canvas and perhaps write about its history, which I'm sure must be fascinating.
If you're drunk, you better go and sober up somewhere else.
Dear lady, would you permit me to visit? It would enable me to describe your establishment in the fullest of detail.
It's not a museum. And do you think that I look like a curator?
Madam, I have found you at last. I'm one of your greatest admirers.
Are you having me on or what?
You are so very unique. I would like you to permit me to sketch your portrait.
My portrait? What for?
What for? But to immortalize the champion that you are, of course. All the great wrestlers are doing it these days. Even Pudding, Nutcracker, Stomping Jenny.
Yeah, that's true. If those big cows can have theirs done, why not me?
Oh, yes, I forgot to mention. I'm looking for a friend who might be one of your lodgers. He could help me.
I thought so. Go on, get out of here, you buttersquirt, else you'll get what's coming to you.
Madam,
Are you at... Yeah, and you'll be...
Madam,
Are you at...
you...
Mine?
It's always a...
You're right. I'm lovely, aren't I? Come on, I'll do your portrait too. Whatever. But I don't...
You know...
Tooth? And your
No.
feet. Yeah,
I warned you.
you're a grass as well.
Mr. I warned...
You're a grass...
I'm looking...
Or...
I...
The... Are
Madam,
you...
you...
Mine?
It's all...
You're...
Mr.
Tough.
I...
You're a...
You know...
Tooth? And you...
No.
Feet.
You...
Yeah.
I...
The red?
I'm looking...
Or... The red? Are
Madam,
you...
you...
Mine?
It's all...
You're right.
Dear lady,
If you...
dear...
It's not a mu...
Dear lady,
If you're drunk...
dear...
It's...
Dear lady,
If you...
you...
Mine?
It's all...
You're right.
Dear...
If you...
You...
Mine?
What?
Yeah, that's...
The light here isn't good for artwork. Let me see some of your rooms. Perhaps we will find a...
Don't worry about that. Most of them are out this time of day. And if they're not happy about it, I'll explain it to them gently. If you see what I...
I'm sure that they will...
Yeah, come.
here would be perfect. A splendid place. Ah, I've just had a wonderful idea. Why don't I paint your portrait with you wearing your stage costume?
What?
Yes, I think it would be difficult for me to capture you correctly if you are dressed in your everyday clothes. They are too elegant.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be great. And it will remind me of the old days. Oh, but I left my costume with a pawnbroker so that I could buy some of that lovely pear-smelling perfume.
Yes, I remember. Very well, off you go. While I'm waiting, I shall concentrate and soak up the atmosphere here.
All right, but don't touch anything. The bloke that rents this room isn't very easy going. You'll have enough time. The pawnbroker's shop isn't close by.
What a mess. That's Holmes all right. A few files, books about criminal cases. The books Holmes usually reads. A sheet of blotting paper. Tobacco, and a lot of it. A microscope, a pipe, and judging by the liquid reagents, a large quantity of it, the same as at Baker Street. Holmes uses it for cleaning objects before he analyzes them. Analyzing material. There is no doubt about it. Everything would suggest that Holmes has been using this hiding place for a long time. A pipe. Holmes's coat and deerstalker. Dirty water. Holmes must have washed something here. These crystal glasses are magnificent. Each of these scores bears a piece of music by a different composer. Holmes wanted to learn them all. There's Mozart, Beethoven, Paganini. A violin. Holmes often plays. It helps him to think. But it's out of tune and the sound is horrible. Holmes must have become annoyed with it. That happens quite often. This pot. A nice plant. I'm surprised that Holmes has taken care of it. I'm discovering new sides to his personality. This suitcase is closed with handcuffs, which in turn are attached to the sofa. These handcuffs are extremely solid. You need a code as well as a key to open them. Apparently, this suitcase holds something. Apparently, Holmes is packing his suitcase. Holmes must have smoked it. A pipe. As for the newspaper, it's only one page, with a curious article containing musical notes. This is what Holmes was reading without any doubt. Why? What do these notes mean? These crystal glasses might help me reproduce the notes in the newspaper. These crystal glass.
ちょっと足使わされれば初め昨日の競り勝ってからの雰囲気見てるとちょっと追い込みだと
Even if the notes on the page are simple, this untuned violin isn't going to help me reproduce them.
からでもいいのかなって気もしますよね。見ててそれが面白いのかなという。ただ刺されるような書き方もしないっていうのも確かなんですよね。うまいですもんねやっぱね見ててね。
4の1に着、そしてあとは中野選手と松浦選手の
そうですね。まあここはやはり松浦君の
These crystal glasses might help me reproduce the notes in the newspaper.
当然シャバン的な内枠入ってるのである程度初手考えた位置から進めるかなっていうところですよね。まあやっぱり相手は中野君なのかなっていうところで、3-1になってますけど、そうですよね。
相手は開始からの9-2、あとは関東5番の酒井選手。
本当にやっぱり森田君の出来を信じてですね、一発どこかのタイミングでできるんですが、
Dirty
やっぱ
water.
りっていうチャンスもあってくるかなっていうところですよね。
These crystal
そこまで調子悪くいいとは思わないので、本人が調子悪いと。そうですね、やっぱり森田君が手さえくれればもう十分チャンスあるかなっていうところだからって感じですね。ただ本当にどこからっていうかある程度その中心が中野君っていうところ見えてるだけ
each
な
of
ので、
these
ここをうまく潰しに行くレースを作ってくれれば誰にでもチャンスが出てくると思うんでね、その時やっぱ地元勢のチャンス、でも山口君がいた時に不破君今調子がすごいいいんでね、本当に仕掛け早かった時にはもう刺し目っていう大穴狙っても面白いかなと思うんですけどね。
キャプテンの命令ですか。
そうはいね、初めての、
I know that music. It's Beethoven's Fifth Symphony.
そこも本当に面白いかなと思うんですけど、でも本当ここはかなりなんか展開が好きというか注文つきますよね、いろんな意味で展開にはね。
There, I found the score corresponding to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony.
いただきました。では
I must examine this
お願いい
stage.
たしました。浜口さん、展開ボードを使ってお願いいたします。
ここやっぱ山口君、松浦君、中野君、森田君のねライン4つなんですけど、まあ一番下は持ってるのはね、松浦君なんですけど、どうしても山口君スタート早いですからね。
Sheet of
松浦君より後ろになってしまうとちょっと松浦君よりね、どうしても周回中前にいたいかなと思いますんで、勝負どころで前にいた方が
Dirty
松浦君よりは前に入れるのかなと思いまして、内川君がまたおそらく前じゃないかなと思います。2819で34の中野君かな、走者番通りに行くと、森田君が抑えに行く、抑えに行っても前にはいかないと思うんですね。ずっとね
This stage hides an ins. I need a reagent for
でき
keep.
るかわかんないんですけど、これが逆かもわかんないです。そこで前に出て思い切って仕掛けてね、得意の蛇行をして先行するような形を持ってこれば3-4で出てしまえば3番
Liquid reagents, a large quantity of it, the same as at Baker Street. Holmes uses it for cleaning objects before he analyzes
気合入ってましたからね。ちょっと抜き目ね、だいぶ苦しいですけど抜く場面もあるかもしれないですね。ただ3番で入ってるのが森田君であり、松浦君なのかな、松浦君も伸びてくる、あとね山口君役も伸びてくる、この辺りなのかなと思いますね。あとね、初にならば、森田君あたりが出してかけてしまってね、かまし
a sheet of blotting paper.
森田君さばきができますからね、そこに飛びつく作戦を持ってくるかもしれないですね。そしたら375で回ってくるのでね、あとは4本だからしっかり前を振れば中野君捉えるだけの脚力がありますからね。
That
ここからの1、2、中野君の残り、あと
this reagent is too strong. I'm afraid it will eat the paper away at the
7番頭からです。筋の30倍を超えてという配当になっております。さあ、それでは最後に浜口
good.
さんの
The reagent is
内
weak.
容を見ていきます。浜口さん、改めてお願いいたします。
でここで中野君の脚力をね、やっぱ信じたい接客の断然ですからね、やっぱ完全無理なのかな。
That's of no use.
おそらく邪魔される選手もいないから、すんなりついてくれば、先もいないしですよね。あとはね、やっぱ森田君
I need
ちょっと怖いですね。あと松浦君、山口健也君、あとは7号から1、2、3、
A number.
戦後もありますし、戦後僕には前々行けば、中野君の番手にはまれるか、さばいていくかっていうところで、追い込んでいく森田君、酒井君、松浦君、山口健也君、中野君。
These handcuffs are extremely solid. You need a...
折り返しからの7番、1番、2番、そして7番の
Something-
折り返しから
something is missing.
3番ということで狙い目を上げていただきました。浜口さんどうもありがとうございました。さあそして、このお時間でよしんちゃんが、お別れということになります。よしんちゃん実はこの後表彰式で
そうなんです。
はい、
花束贈呈を、担当することになりましたので、そちらに
最悪でございます。
Holmes must have washed his hands
しっか
here.
り務めていきたいと思い
Therefore,
ます。
he must have been searching in the soil.
ということで本当によしんちゃんね、4日間どうもありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
いってらっしゃい。いってらっしゃい。そういう流れですけど。
There's soil.
なるほど。はい。そうですね。決勝
A key.
はい。G3 の記念の決勝でございます。はい。皆さんも
These handcuffs are extremely
ご注意ください。では、スタイルです。
Excellent. I found the key to the handcuffs. Open. A train ticket for the London suburbs. For tonight. But if Holmes wishes to escape, surely he would travel further than that. Ah, there you are. I've got you.
Hey, what do you want?
That's enough. Take off that disguise.
What disguise?
I beg your pardon, young man.
In a moment, madam. Stop playing around. I've seen through you. You're going to have to give me some straight answers now.
I don't know who you are or what you want, but leave me alone now.
I think you are mistaken, young man.
Your ridiculous accent and your filthy clothes don't fool me, Holmes. And what on earth have you been eating? Your breath could kill an ox at 10 paces.
Right, that's it. You're going to get a thrashing of your life.
Calm down, Mr. Hooper. I think that this young man may have mistaken you for somebody else. He obviously does not have a good memory for faces.
On the contrary, madam, everything is crystal clear to me.
Really? Well, in that case, follow me, young man. I want to show you something.
What? But, madam, please, what are you...
Calm down, Watson. It's me.
Holmes?
You were almost brilliant, Watson, but once again, your last step was too wide. Take comfort in the fact that your finding this address was admirable enough.
Why are you out here if it's not for hiding from Scotland Yard? I demand an explanation.
You are in no position to demand anything.
I found you once, Holmes. You can be certain that if you give me the slip, I'll do it again. And next time, I'll return with Baines and his men.
I have absolutely no intention of leaving.
Truly. So what does this train ticket mean? It's a ticket for this evening.
You managed to open my suitcase?
Enough of your lies, Holmes.
As a matter of fact, then yes, I am leaving tonight.
We are leaving tonight. I'm not going to let you vanish again.
Very well. Follow me if you so wish. But I should warn you that there is little chance of us both coming back alive.
I won't leave you for a second, and I accept the risk. What an exhausting journey. I didn't even have time to collect my medical bag. And you haven't said a word for hours.
I have been thinking.
What is this place?
A mill.
I can see that. But what are we going to do here?
It'll be more interesting to see what you are going to do.
I won't bend to your will anymore, Holmes. You have gone too far.
Shh, Watson, not so loud.
Why? Does somebody live here?
Yes, 3 men. Take out your revolver and try to keep them below while I search upstairs.
Are they dangerous?
They would kill us if they could. I'm going up there, take care of them, and make sure that they do not leave the ground floor.
Oh, wait! The Times. It's a London newspaper. A large, strong paintbrush. A medicine. This chest is very heavy and locked shut via a keypad. Without the combination, it will be impossible to open it. I need to find... vodka. There's only a drop left.
Ничего не понимаю.
Ah, you're deaf. This man is seriously injured, and the wound is infected. This poor man... This poor devil has lost his sight. Stop playing games. You were reading the Times. You understand me perfectly well.
So, you found us.
What do they want, Alieko?
Have you come to finish off your sordid work?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't even know why you're here, do you? You're just a pawn who serves and obeys.
And you? Why are you here?
To escape from the enemies of freedom. My brothers and I are at war.
Against who?
Against order, liberticides, the ruling classes, those who exploit the people. Against the torturers responsible for our misfortunes. Against you, others like you.
I'm not at war against anyone.
Then why are you pointing your gun at us? Get out.
I cannot.
That's what I mean. You're nothing but a pawn, with nothing more to say to you.
Don't move from here. This... This axle links the wheel and the grindstone, which must be in the attic. A gear. All the lamps are out of order.
These boards crack under my weight. Interesting. These bags are old. These boards have been broken and hastily repaired. These boards... These... I need... These bags... This millstone seems... These full sacks seem to be the only ones left untouched. These full... A cob. These full... Sacks of flour. Here is a fine range of suits. Most of them are uniforms, but judging by their quality, I would say that they are disguises. This chest is strange. Let's see. A magician. Ideal for a magic trick. Nothing interesting. Magician's equipment. Perhaps we will find something useful here. Poor bird. Who knows what has happened to his master? Nothing interesting. A good luck charm. What was Mr. Ferguson doing here? This mill is hardly the ideal place to hold magic shows. A master key, a useful item to help a magician play the king of escape. Accessories for except a strong rope made of hemp, good quality. Petrol for the lamp. All the... I am broken. No. Dark traces. It must be blood. dark traces. Someone was tied to the millstone's axle. They must have remained there for a long time. There should be a cog here. I can call Watson if I need him. I can call. This wall does not seem to be very solid. This wall sounds hollow. This piece of iron juts out from the wall. This wall. 'Watson seems to be in control of the situation. Excellent. No, I can't do. No, I can't. This broom. No, I can't. It is not yet time. Watson seemed strange. This opening has been boarded up, but I'm sure that I didn't see it in the attic. I can call. There should be a. No. No. This wall. Here is a.
I wonder what home. One of the two cogs which ensure the connection between the wheel and the axle going to the attic is missing. Need to find some. That's it. These inscriptions will help to find the right combination.
お知らせ、インフォメーションを皆様にお届けしてまいりました。そして、この後準備が
I need to find some information.
競輪開設72周年記念スイート大垣杯制しました栃木の酒井陽選手をお迎えして勝利者インタビュー、さらには表彰式をお届けしてまいります。酒井選手、世界の僕らの競輪祭でも活躍もありまして、今日は酒井選手の思いを込ませ最終的にはという一戦になりました。選手から
This poor.
いただいたんですけれども、最終的には酒井選手が自らがですね、見事優勝ということになりました。さあ、まもなく酒井選手、今登場してまいりましたでしょうか。酒井陽選手がバックに姿を現して勝利者インタビュー、そして表彰式が行われます。さあ、それでは酒井選手のインタビューをご覧いただきましょう。
There should. No. No. These.
しっかり集中していましたね。最初の部ではね、前混戦で上がる苦しい部分はあったんでしょうから、優勝という結果についてはいかがですか？そうですね、久々に優勝したんで、嬉しい気持ちもあるんですけど、やっぱ
No, I can't.
止まらなかったですし、歴外してしまったんで、申し訳ないですね。4コーナー回ってね、一人旅という形だったんで、何を考えて抜けたんですか？いや、もう
No, I can't.
だからにはもう一着しかないと思って精一杯見ました。その結果優勝ということで、今もね、そういった気持ちはあるでしょう。
No, I can't.
酒井君の笑顔を見たいというね、お客さんもいますので、その笑顔で伝えていただいて、これから関東のね、暑い中でどのように戦っていきたいというふうに思います。そうです、魅力もありますし、まだまだ水槽だったり、先頭の時も全然
A tool shed.
精一杯のストレスをしっかり走っていきたいと思います。
That could be.
どうでしょう、完成形に近づいてきたなっていう手応えはありますか？全くないですね。じゃあこれからね、どういった関東戦の中で役割果たしていきたいっていう気持ちはあるでしょう？そうです、たくさん練習して、やっぱストレスをしっかり集中して、全力を尽くしたいと
The
思います。
blade.
はい、それでは最後に優勝ですから、酒井君のね、笑顔をたくさん見たい方もいらっしゃると思いますので、最高の笑顔で一言お願いいたします。たくさん声援ありました。おかげさまで優勝する方いました。ありがとうございました。
The blade.
インタビュアーは山口浩二さんでした。大垣競輪開設72周年記念水筒大垣杯の表彰式を行います。 区長賞が大垣市副市長豊田藤人より贈られます。
No. No. These boards have been broken.
あなたは音楽芸人開設72周年記念水の音楽界において最も優秀な成績を
There should be a... There should...
令和6年12月3日音楽市長西田仁来年
The flour is spread out over the floor. The sack is empty. Very good.
続きましてカップが贈られます。
The flour is spread out over the floor. The sack is empty. Very good.
ありがとうございました。
Sacks of flour molding.
続きまして中部経済産業局長賞が中部経済産業局産業部次長稲垣佳代子様より贈られます。
An information cup. Safe conducts in case of crisis. Passports for high-ranking civil servants. None of them with names on them, obviously.
賞状
A cog.
酒井陽殿、あなたは大垣市主催大垣競輪開設72周年記念水の大垣杯大阪・関西万博協賛において最も優秀な成績を収められましたので表彰します。令和6年12月3日経済産業省中部経済産業局長寺村秀信
Docked. There should be a cog.
稲垣様ありがとうございました。 続きまして全国競輪施工者協議会会長賞が公益社団法人全国競輪施工者協議会常務理事伊部隆様より贈られます。
No.
今からは目録について伊部様ありがとうございました。続きまして JKA 会長賞が公益財団法人 JKA 常務理事長谷川
The blade.
正弘様よ
The
り
blade.
贈られます。
The blade.
長谷川様からは賞状が贈られます。ありがとうございます。
The blade.
長谷川様ありがとうございました。
That could be you.
なお優勝いたしました酒井陽選手には東海北陸地方競輪運営協議会会長賞公益社団法人2025年日本国際博覧会協会会長賞中日スポーツ様
I need.
日本様日刊スポーツ様よりそれぞれ賞状優勝カップ記念品が贈られます。続いて酒井選手の栄光をたたえまして花束が贈られます。酒井選手おめでとうございます。それでは記念撮影に移りたいと思います。
Of course, a secret hiding place which contains a real arsenal.
お願いいたします。まずはカップを
A Gatling machine. New pistol. New pistol. Boxes of weapons.
優勝を飾りました
This chain is several.
前の方へ少しお進みいただいて
New
お客さんにもよく見える
box.
光の当たる位置まで移っていただいての写真撮影になります。
There should be a cop. I don't know what's going on, but this flower has given me an idea. These inscriptions... Mechanical time switch. Rolls of fused one. I found the timer belonging to an explosive device. You are terrorists, aren't you?
Impressive forces want to bring civilized destruction. Propaganda by the D.
You are murderers.
We are first and foremost free men. Free from the moralistic constraints of a system that exploits everyone. Counting to you, a poor little sheep, lost without his flock.
Diego, tell him that we won't go back there.
My brother speaks with the wisdom of a free man. If you come here to kill us, do so. We will never follow you. We were fooled once. There won't be a second time.
You are mistaken about me. I'm not a killer.
You are even more of a fool than I thought. You don't even know why you are here. I pity you. You are even blinder than me.
Are you responsible for blowing up a judge's house in London?
Justice and its representatives are the double dealers in this country. Judge Wicked was one of the cogs.
Thank God that it wasn't.
We made the bomb, but we weren't the ones who put it into place. The one who ordered it placed it himself.
Who?
Ja nie mogę больше такую боль.
Let us look at my brother's wounds. He's suffering.
No, don't move. I am a doctor. I'll do it. If only I had time to bring my medical bag.
Take this key. It opens the medicine cupboard. If you really are a doctor, you can help my brother.
Hydrogen peroxide. This will be. No, that's unsuitable. The time. No, that.
I am not saying any.
I wonder what... No, that's son. These bandages should halt the infection.
Thank you.
The person who ordered the bomb, who is he?
You are not part of his organization.
What organization?
The one he leads. The one that is responsible for the state we are in. The one that tortured us.
Why were you tortured?
So that we should keep quiet.
I understand. The head of a criminal organization ordered an explosive device which he then placed at Judge Beckett's house. Once the attack came off, he had you tortured to ensure that you wouldn't talk.
Yes.
And why Judge Beckett?
He was in possession of certain evidence against him.
But who, for the love of God?
Giving you his name would be signing our death warrant. We've got no...
This... I wonder...
We've got...
There should... This wall. This wall. Dark. There should... I can... Watson seems to be in control of the situation. Excellent. Strange. This opening has been boarded up, but I'm sure that I didn't see it in the attic. Strange. Strange. This opening has been boarded up. This wall. This wall. This piece of iron. This wall. This piece of iron. This...
We've got...
The Times. It's a London newspaper.
This war... This piece... I can call Watson if I need him. It is not yet... Watson seemed... strange. This opening... Sacks of flour. There should be a dark trace. There is an iron bar in this wall. Very good. The false wall's framework is held in place by an iron bar across it. No, I can't. There. This wall does not... This be... The second cog is missing. Perhaps it is somewhere on the ground floor.
Watson! Watson! Have you almost finished?
I need to get the millstone working again, but it seems there is a gear missing from the mechanism.
I look on the ground floor. Perhaps it's down there.
Yes, be quick. We shouldn't hang around here. All I can do now is wait for Watson.
Does either one of you know where the missing...
Well, I think there's one under the wood pile near the fireplace.
A gear? I must walk... I need something. There.
Thank you, Watson.
What was that noise?
Everything's all right. Let us see what this wall is hiding. A body. I knew it. The magician was walled up here. Time to destroy this place.
What's that smell? I can smell oil.
Holmes, what are you doing up there?
Sherlock Holmes is here? No.
I'm not staying
Nor
here.
am I. Help me out of
Stop.
here.
Don't move.
You think you can stop us? Sherlock Holmes is a dangerous man. I'm not hanging around here waiting to be killed by him.
Don't be ridiculous. What are you talking about?
You don't know what he's capable of. Whatever are you doing, Doctor? Give me that gun. Where is Mr. Holmes? You'd better remain here for the moment.
Am I under arrest?
No, Doctor, of course not.
Come in, Inspector.
My wife did enjoy reading that last story of yours in the Strand, Doctor. That was a proper adventure. Do you think you might write about this case someday? I'd like to see it.
Oh, well now, I don't know. But that is very gratifying. And I'm glad to hear that your wife enjoys my writing, Constable. My goodness, what on earth was that? Inspector Baines is dead.
The water mill is burning!
Holmes has managed to escape from the police. He manipulated me from start to finish. And to think that I played an indirect part in his crimes.
てまいりました。さあ、
Holmes is
一旦動きまして、番組はエンジェルたちの登場ということになります。第5レースはガールズの一般戦、惜しくも決勝進出を逃した7選手の対戦ということになります。最後に1番の向井が初大きの1へと登場です。では第5レースのガールズの一般戦です。1番が大阪の向井まどか、2番車三重の川島桃香、3番車徳島の藤原春日、4番高知の横山亜美。
Today's newspaper. Mrs. Hudson must have left it early this morning. Baines's murder has made the front page. The news has spread quickly. The poor man shot at point-blank range. He had faith in Holmes right to the end, and it cost him his life. We think that we know the people around us, those who are close to us, who are part of our everyday lives, parents, colleagues, companions, friends. Then something unexpected happens, and it tears away the blinkers which we have chosen to wear. And it's at that precise moment that we finally see the true nature of those who always mattered the most to us. But in Holmes's case, what could have pushed the man, whom I have always considered as honest and loyal, to sink to such barbaric crimes and cold-blooded murder? I don't have the answer, but one thing is certain. Up until today, I had a friend. A noise, but it's coming from the flat, I'm sure.
第5レースのガールズの一般戦が今スタートを切りました。向井まどか、そして3番車の藤原春日です。初回の第1コーナーをカーブしました。まずペーサーを追ったのは3番車の藤原春日。
I know you are in there. Holmes, open this door immediately. Tell me the truth, Holmes. I need to know. You have no right to keep the truth from me. Tell me. Open this door, or I will break it down.
Do what you like. The door is not locked.
You've driven me to this.
続いてベテランの7番の渡辺です。5番の高本がその後ろ後方に控えた6番の山口、最後方につける4番の横山です。この横山も今シリーズ苦戦が続いています。敗れても強く戦っていくしかありません。2周タイムのこれから2コーナー回っていこうというところ、綺麗な一列棒状に収まっています。3番車の藤原が前受け、そしてその後ろっていうのは1番の向井まどか、3番手2番の川島桃香です。そして7番の渡辺がその後ろで、5番車の高本、注目の6番の山口なんですが、ゼッケン通り6番手、どのあたりから仕掛けていくのか。
Why did it have to come to this, Holmes? All those years of friendship and respect, of trust, everything that we went through together. You deceived me all along. Damn you. I wish that I had seen through all of your lies. But now, it is over. It is all over. After so many days of relentless investigations and sleepless nights, I returned to the Thames area, to the very place where the bishop's nephew had died. I only had one trail left to explore, one last desperate attempt to understand recent events. I descended into the putrid, dark, suffocating depths of the town, the sewers. The fresh breeze from the Thames gave way to the stale, dank air of the dark tunnels. A shadow moving through an underground labyrinth, tormented, wandering through this humid, oppressive purgatory. What I might find mattered little. The most important thing was to keep moving. I can see this butt is still dry, despite the surrounding damp. The bars are completely rusted.
まずは先頭でゴールを通過。2着7番の渡辺。3着はどうやら1番車。
Oops, this bar has come away in my hands. The bar. The bar. This will be you. This must be a service trapdoor used to release the water in the event of the sewers overflowing. An iron ring. An iron... That's a bit new. This must... That's a bit... An iron... This must be a... That's a... This must be a service trapdoor. That's a... That's a... That's a... Wire. This must be a... That's a... That's a... This must be a service. And this must be a... That's a... That's a... That's a... The bar. This butt is still... This must be a service trapdoor used to... That's a... That's a... That's a... The trapdoor is horizontal and solidly fixed. And a boat! I'm on the right track. I must cross the canal to see who landed here. A piece of rope that floats. If it's long enough, then it might be useful. A body! Oh, it was weighed down by the anchor. If I can retrieve the anchor, I can use it as a grappling hook. piece of rope that floats. If it's long enough, then it might be useful.
皆さんにもお話を伺いたいと思います。もう早速ホワイトボードをご用意していただきまして、もう狙い目3連単で勝負ですね。そうですね。はい。もうどんな風に考えられてますか？はい。
First try. Now, let's pull the boat back here. The boat is tied up on the other bank. It's impossible to pull it back to me. An old scarf. This bit of iron seems new. Footprints. Footprints. Someone has been here recently. I need something to... This grate is new and has a mechanical locking system.
No way. Look at that. Oi.
ご投票ありがとうございました。では、5レースの結果をご覧ください。12月7日からの3日間、モーニングセブン第4回七尾製菓杯 F2 を開催いたします。その他ご覧の日程で開催を予定しています。年末から新年にかけてもモーニング競輪を開催。ぜひ F 競輪でお楽しみください。さあ、6レース S 級一般戦6社立ての競争となります。松浦さん、ここは
Open.
今村選手、バンテプロイ選手。
Come on, John.
チックという感じですかね。
And here's another. See how you like that? Oh, and how does this feel? I don't think you like that much. That'll teach you. Let's see if I can break.
I am so very glad to see you, Watson.
Whee! Yes, he's alive! The bad guys had better watch out now. Grandpa's alive, and he is a good man. I knew that he was. Uh-oh, they're going to be sorry now. My grandpa ruled.
Yes, and my grandpa saved him. Read it.
You are alive. I don't know what to feel, relief or regret.
Watson, my friend.
You are not in a good state, Holmes.
Neither are you.
I suppose not. Can you walk?
Not without your help.
Why did you fake your own death? And who were those men?
I have to carry on with the investigation alone. John, I'm innocent. I'm not an accomplice of those men. Look at me. Do I look as though I could be their boss? Am I in a position to give such orders?
What a relief. My God, what a relief. But how?
Curare, hemlock, a few Indian plants, and sheep's blood to create the impression of death. The pathologist who owed me a favor for the death certificate.
Holmes, I was talking about this affair of...
I will explain everything, my friend, but we must leave here.
Yes, let's go back to Baker Street. I'll help you. Lean on me.
Home at last. I have missed this old room very much, Watson.
I put everything back in place after Baines went through it, but I didn't stay here. I couldn't face it.
Sit down, my friend. It is time for you to know the full details of this case. First of all, I must apologize for the distress that this has caused you, and for my behavior, which was, I know, quite abominable. I can only hope that by the end of this explanation you will understand that I behaved in such a way only to protect you, and that it caused me great pain to see your trust and confidence in me ebbing away.
From whom or what did you wish to protect me?
From Professor Moriarty.
Moriarty?
We should not have taken pity on him in that Swiss asylum. Do you remember, during the case of the Awakened, our indulgence has cost us dear today?
He's responsible for the bishop's murder?
Yes, but that was only a small detail in his plan. A detail which he had to eliminate, as it compromised the whole of his diabolical project. The bishop had in his possession a document which he suspected as being one component of a larger puzzle. The ramifications were unknown to him, but he considered the matter as sufficiently important that he should consult me. The day before our macabre discovery, his nephew, who was in his confidence, brought to him an important element which helped him understand Moriarty's grand plan. It was at that moment that two men began to comprehend the seriousness of the situation. The bishop then decided to contact me.
Against his nephew's wishes? Was that what they argued about?
Yes. But Moriarty found out that the bishop knew of his projects, and he arranged for his murder. The murderers were also supposed to bring back the document that the nephew, young Hampford, found, but they were unable to open the safe.
What was the document?
Evidence of Prince Woodville's implication in the project.
The nephew must have retrieved it from the Royal Archives, where he worked. A link to the crown?
Yes. Moriarty wanted to overthrow Queen Victoria and place the prince on the throne of England.
But that's impossible. He would have needed to create an incredible coup d'etat.
Patience, Watson. First of all, Moriarty placed his pawns so they might begin to develop and encourage a tense atmosphere, ready to discredit the Queen and thereby raise Woodville's popularity.
And provoke a famine so that the prince's soup kitchens could begin distributing food and he would appear as a hero.
Exactly. Moriarty quickly learned that I was making inquiries as to his plan and, without wishing to sound vain, he knew that I was the only person capable of upsetting his schemes. He therefore set up a plan that I be discredited and thought of as a criminal.
And you played along with him?
Precisely. Allowing him to believe that he had succeeded was the best way of ensuring that his attention was no longer fixed on me.
Why didn't you say anything to Scotland Yard?
Did you not think it strange that Inspector Lestrade was away for weeks?
What? You mean to say that Baines
was working for Moriarty?
I understand. The bishop's murderers were in the hands of this traitor, and you were therefore at a dead end after our investigations at the opium den.
Yes, and Baines' authority allowed him access to the police archives. He changed and forged all the charges in the documents that you saw at Judge Beckett's house. It was also he who substituted the Samoan necklace for a vulgar copy.
So that was why the judge went to Farley's, to obtain Baines's false information.
Precisely. But they each found themselves as instruments in Moriarty's strange orchestra. Judge Beckett received entire books full of charges against me, and a journalist such as Farley will not hold back when he gets the chance to make the front page of all the newspapers in England. With regard to Farley, it was a mere case of professional misconduct.
And to think that I held you responsible for the explosion of the judge's house. What a relief. But why did Moriarty have him killed?
He was on the point of discovering that all the documents supplied by Farley, and therefore by Baines, were false. Exactly the opposite to what our enemy was anticipating.
And where did the poison fit in all this?
Unfortunately, I do not possess all the information on this subject. The first time that we saw the effects of this substance on the body of the bishop, the poison was evidently only at an experimental stage. It was much too potent to do anything with.
Effectively. But in the second case, Kurtz, I didn't notice a great advance.
However, there was one. The poison was no longer fatal.
Yes, but the madness was still there. I should remind you that he attempted to devour his own dogs.
Correct, Watson. But it was not the second case, as you supposed. Remember the number of other incidences of madness, either collective or individual, relayed in the press in the days prior to it.
You mean to say
that Moriarty tested this dangerous mixture on a large number of guinea pigs? Apparently with little success, as all those people are now dead. And I say apparently, because I do not have the least idea as to the result Moriarty was hoping for.
And that's where Hans comes in, isn't it?
Moriarty needed him to devise the substance's final formula.
And so you helped Hans to escape, so he might lead you to it?
Yes, but things did not go as I had planned. The Professor's men got their hands on him just after his escape.
And you lost his trail?
Yes, but I doubted that Moriarty would take Hans to his lair. To find him, I had only one trail. The bomb placed at the judge's house.
The trail of the 3 Russian brothers.
I found out about the mill by having the anarchists' trail followed by the children in my own secret police. Once again, their help was a determining factor. As regards knowing where to locate Moriarty's lair, I hoped to find the information in the attic of the water mill. I got to it only just in time before Baines turned up.
And you were stuck then, weren't you? Allowing him to arrest you would have meant certain death.
Regrettably. But Moriarty's plan worked in any case, as after killing Baines, I became England's most wanted man for the murder of a Scotland Yard inspector.
And so you had to make sure that people forgot about you. Therefore, you orchestrated your own death, so that you might continue your investigation discreetly. Oh, that was a terrible time for me, Holmes.
I am sorry, my dear fellow.
Well, the important thing is that you are well and truly alive.
Yes, but it is not over yet. Moriarty will take action one day or another.
You were saying that you had found Moriarty's hideout. Where is it?
In an abandoned fun fair on the outskirts of London. It is quite certain that they are all there. Shieldman, the Prince, and of course, Moriarty.
If Moriarty puts the Prince on the throne, he'll have his hands on the reins of the kingdom. Her colonies, her diplomatic network, her riches, everything.
Yes, including the army, the war fleet, everything he needs to help him conquer Europe. And eventually, I suspect, the world.
Holmes, we have to be quick. His plan hasn't been put into action yet. Perhaps it's not too late.
Let us go immediately, Watson.
Do you really believe that Moriarty is in there, behind that fence?
Something in the wind seems to suggest it, Watson.
I have a peculiar acid taste in my mouth, if that is what you mean, Holmes.
Well, yes. The air is tainted still with toxic fumes from the factory chimneys.
I believe that I read about this place. The fun fair was abandoned after the factory was built so close by. It was said that even the ice cream tasted bitter. Aren't you curious about the warehouse down there? There seems to be some strange activity taking place inside.
Strange and in keeping with Moriarty's activities. Let us go and see what they're up to.
そして切って下がる運命なんですよね。そして競り合い。ここはね、本当にまあ競り合ってもね、力でね、この2人がスッと